got the myth. Now where do I train? Let's begin, shall we? First and foremost, you want to deposit everything in your inventory to your bank. So let's do that. After depositing everything in your inventory to your bank, and providing that you have the minimum of 20 defense, 20 strength, and 20 attack, we can now proceed to the second part of our guide for lower levels. Let's start our journey to the Grand Exchange. Buy us some food. Now, bearing in mind that this guide is recommended for levels 40 and under, I'm saying that we have hit points of 200 to 350, and the best food on a tight budget for these levels would probably be salmon, which does heal 90. So let's go buy some. Now, salmon is it's very cheap, guys. So I'd recommend buying at least 50 to 100 for longer training. Here's the armor I recommend for combat levels 20 to 40. Full mithril. Or of course you can use adamant, or maybe if you're a defense pure, rune. Now, if you are maging, your armor should look similar to this: blue skirt, wizard's robe, and a wizard hat, which is a fairly good ranged bonus. If you are ranging, your range armor should look something similar to this: the normal leather chaps, and the normal leather body. Of course, you can include the studded chaps and studded body, or anything similar. Your inventory should be similar or look exactly like this. Yes, full of salmon. Of course, you can substitute 3 or 4 salmons out for a couple strength pots, if you'd like. Now, starting from the entrance of the Grand Exchange, we want to head down to Barbarianville, which, if you don't know where, I'll show you on the map right now. Barbarianville, found from the entrance of the Grand Exchange, you could find it by just simply walking down this path all the way through the Cook's Guild, and you'll walk right into Barbarianville. Simple. So now you're at Barbarianville. Yes, filled with barbarians. And from this, we'll use this as a checkpoint. And by this, I mean, if you ever want to come back to this training spot I'm going to show you, you can just use this as a checkpoint, just to follow this what I'm going to show you. So now, what I've been telling you about, follow this path, well, obviously where I'm going, to our training grounds, so-called. Now, people have really, if you don't believe this is true, people do have a hard time finding this place. So what you want to do is click this jail entrance, and you go down to what looks like a jail, obviously. And now, to find our training grounds, we want to right click the poster on the wall and click pull back poster. So now we are at our training spot. And when you first arrive, you'll see muggers, simple levels. But now, don't attack the muggers. They're practically a waste of time, guys. The cockroach drones are our prize. And now you are all prepared to start your training. Each of these cockroach drones gains 50 to 60 XP precisely every kill. So that's really not bad. Also, the drops you want to look for are all the runes, the limpwort roots, which can be very, very rare to get. Well, no, not really rare, but it's a very good loot. Also, you want to look for red spider's eggs and all the jewelry, such as rubies and sapphires, those kind of things. Be sure to pick them up. They'll be nice and handy to you later on. But of course, if you want to sell them, it'll make a good profit, which in turn can pay out for your future armor, such as adamant or rune. After all of your salmon is done, you want to head back to the entrance of our training grounds, which can be done like this. Now, once you are at the entrance of the cockroaches or our training grounds, we want to head back to the Grand Exchange, better known as the GE, to claim our profits. And if you forgot how to get back to the GE, here's your way.
I'm a goofy goober!